It doesn't matter. We all are abiding by the same rules.
I'd like to have a conversation
for now.
There's nothing that I saw when I was around him that made me realize he was trafficking women.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear?
Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton appeared to address questions surrounding convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The focus: what did one of America's most powerful political couples truly know, and what did they not?
No one is above the law, especially presidents.
Now that the testimony is public, attention turns to every detail: their tone, their expressions, their body language. Some even wonder what it would look like if Donald Trump were ever placed under the same spotlight. Let's begin with Bill Clinton. Exhibit A. A mysterious hot tub photograph recently released in the FBI's Epstein files. The former president appears relaxed, but the identity of the person beside him is blacked out. For the first time, an explanation is offered.
So do you recall the details of this photo, or recall the photo being taken?
No, I don't think I ever knew the photo was taken.
According to Clinton, the trip was to Brunei, connected to his AIDS foundation. He stated that Jeffrey Epstein happened to be there at the same time.
We went out, I swam around, I sat in the hot tub for 5 minutes, or whatever it was, and I got up and went to bed.
But the key question, the uncomfortable million-dollar question, returned once again, one Clinton has faced before. What exactly did he know?
And then I have to ask this, did you engage in any sexual activity
No.
with this person? Okay, thank you.
During the hearing, Bill Clinton firmly stated that he had no knowledge of Epstein's sex crimes at the time of their association.
Learn of Jeffrey Epstein's crimes?
I think in 2008 when he was prosecuted. There's nothing that I saw when I was around him that made me realize he was trafficking women.
So, for the record, you never discussed anything related to Mr. Epstein and young women or girls?
Absolutely not.
Well, at least one of the survivors claims that you flew in a helicopter with Ghislaine Maxwell to the island.
Did you ever?
Then I did not do that. I've never been to that island.
One undeniable fact: both Clinton and Trump had social interactions with Epstein in the past. Clinton even claimed that at one point, Trump had spoken of Epstein in a positive light.
Donald Trump would come out and play a few holes with us. And he somehow knew I had flown in Jeffrey Epstein's aircraft, and he said, we had some great times together over the years, but we fell out, all because of a real estate deal. And he said, I'm sorry it happened. That's all.
Donald Trump has previously said he distanced himself from Epstein, not over business disputes, but because of concerns regarding Epstein's treatment of women and underage girls. Meanwhile, Clinton opened his testimony with a prepared statement, which included a strong and deliberate defense of his wife, Hillary Clinton.
She had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. Nothing.
Unlike her husband, Hillary claims to have never met Epstein, although she did know his accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell.
I had no idea about their criminal activities. I do not recall ever encountering Mr. Epstein. I never flew on his plane or visited his island, homes, or offices. I have nothing to add to that.
Unlike her husband, Hillary Clinton maintains that she never met Jeffrey Epstein, though she did acknowledge knowing his associate, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Right. So, joining me to dig into what we learned, all the way from Washington, D.C., Lauren Windsor. She is an advocacy journalist. You may have followed her work, and a communications consultant. Lauren, thanks a lot for finding time to help us make sense of this. I guess the big question, are we any closer after the Clintons decided to talk? Are we any closer to President Trump either being asked to or agreeing to appear?
Absolutely not. And, I think that the only way that happens is, when Democrats retake the House in January, when a Democratic majority is seated.
Are you banking on that for that to make the change?
It's the only scenario in which Trump is going to actually sit to be deposed. There's no other way that he comes in. I mean, I think it's clear that Republicans don't have any appetite to call him. And
even if the Democrats do retake the House and then the Oversight Committee, that still doesn't mean he would show up, right?
Right. I mean, he will, I'm sure, use every executive privilege to say that he does not have to come in to face questioning.
Pretty awkward moments for Bill Clinton, too, around the jacuzzi and what may or may not have happened between him and the person that he's pictured in there with.
You know, I've said from day one, I don't care if it's a Democrat or if it's a Republican. I think that they all need to burn. If they were having sex with underage, with girls, with minors, that they need to be held accountable for that. And if Bill Clinton did, then he needs to face accountability. Both he
It's
and
a very
Hillary
firm denial, wasn't it? But he has made firm denials of a similar nature in the past.
Certainly, but I mean, we also don't see pictures of him on the island. We don't see pictures of him at the ranch. Was he pictured on the plane? Sure. And he also explained those things, and I think explained them pretty fulsomely. And again, I would say if there's proof that he did it, then hold him accountable. So.
Well, lots of people who protest their innocence, who nonetheless may face further questions. One of the remarkable things, I guess, about the entire appearance is the theatre of it, the personal and the political. What did you make of Hillary storming out? Was that manufactured, or did you buy it?
Is there some flair to it? I'm sure there is, but I definitely felt her aggravation with, different lines of questioning, whether or not it was from Lauren Boebert or Nancy Mace. I'd be irritated too if I had really never met the guy.
I think a lot of people will watch what happened and see it as political theatre and an attempt not so much as to answer the questions, but to try and compel the current president, to be summoned.
Oh, it's certainly political theater. Everyone is making moves to either increase the pressure or alleviate it, right? And that, I should say, that's not all Republicans. I think Thomas Massie has been very courageous in taking the stand that he has, and I hope that he and Congressman Khanna will continue to hold folks accountable no matter what side of the aisle that they're on. I do think they've both been really good about saying, let's pursue every lead wherever it goes. We don't really care to protect anybody. Let's out everyone. So. And I think that's really where the pulse of the country is. Anyone who, when I talk to voters, when I talk to average people, people are angry about it. If there's one thing that can unify this country, it's that pedophiles should be held accountable. You would be unwise to be a politician and not tap into that.
Lauren Windsor, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Appreciate it.